Welcome back to Aurelius Whitlock's Murder Museum. Aurelius Whitlock's Murder Museum. Aurelius Whitlock's Murder Museum. I'm Marcus Richardson.
And I'm Nathan Hicken.
And I apologize that the last episode was so short. I had a rule that once Nathan finds a body, I cut the episode there. And, you know, that's how the dice were rolled, and I had to stay honest to myself.
But you could not have picked a better spot. So there I was, standing over the dead body of a loon. A Miss Claire Loon, who I'd only spoken to mere hours before. Now, whatever she knew would go with her to her grave. Luckily for her, and unfortunately for me, I had a way of getting the dead to tell me their secrets. I knelt down by the body.
Heck yeah. Oh, man. Love these noir vibes. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Body, face down, in shag carpet.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, here's what we got. Actually, what are you looking for on her person?
How did she die? Where's the blood coming from?
She's wearing a long coat over a dark blouse and trousers. Her shoes are on. She has heels. Her head points towards the door. It looks like she was shot in the back, but there's no exit wound as you turn her over. It looks like her heart stopped the bullet, and the bullet stopped it right back.
Oh, that's so good. Wow. Okay. I rifle through the long coat. It looks like she was heading out somewhere.
You find a state ID with the name Claudia Lemaire.
Oh, Lemaire.
It has a picture.
Does it look like her?
It does, yes.
Okay. Anything else in the pockets?
There is a folded newspaper page that looks like it's a list of departing train times.
She was gonna go meet Miss Bunny at the train station. Okay.
And as you investigate the body, you do notice on the carpet a couple of white-ish fibers, like from feathers.
Oh, white fibers from feathers.
Feathers or downy or perhaps...
A muffler! Someone used a pillow or something to muffle the gunshot. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to be searching around for, after I finish with the body, I'll search around here for something that was used to muffle the shot and around the back alley or whatnot. Okay, so someone obviously didn't want to be heard committing a murder, which is so surprising.
That's shocking.
How cold is the body?
It's pretty warm.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is recent. I pull out my gun. I don't want to get shot. So, great. I don't want to be caught here either with my gun out.
You keep on finding yourself in highly
suspect situations.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, but this is a good thing though, because unless I blacked out and you didn't tell me, there's a pretty good chance that I didn't shoot Claire. So
this is great news.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm in the living room. Is there like a bedroom I can go into to poke around real quick?
Yes, there is. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is in the bedroom?
Not much remarkable here, just a bed and a closet, really.
Okay.
In her closet, it looks like she has quite a number of aprons, a box of cleaning supplies as well. And there's something large and white crumpled in the corner of the closet.
I hold it up, is it a wedding dress?
It is a wedding dress, lightly used.
Sad. Okay. But she has a lot of aprons and cleaning supplies. Was she like a maid or a building care technician or something?
As you pick up the dress, it does look like under the mess of the dress is an envelope that has written on the front of it, "To Claire," in nice calligraphy.
I she's dead, so she can't sue me. I open the envelope.
She can't sue me. That's the best reason to open a letter.
It's loading. Oh, okay. We have a strange letter. It looks like it's backwards. So, reading it backwards. Alter the... Oh. Be prepared to leave him at the altar. Okay. New plan. I know where it is now. The marriage is an unnecessary risk. Be prepared to leave him at the altar. Okay. So, I was right. Claire was in on it. She knew about... this has got to be all about the jadeite necklace, right? That's someone tipped off the police in order to blame the Romanos, who have nothing to do with this. I'm guessing that is just a complete red herring, in order to pin it on them when the jadeite necklace is in fact stolen. Claire was in on this because, again, the matriarch is the way that they can get the necklace. But if they can get it a different way without Claire having to marry Nick, I'm sure she's okay with that, I guess. But unless she actually truly fell in love with him and now she's like having regrets, but now she's dead. And maybe she did have regrets, and that's, that could be why she's dead now. But someone plotted with her. Who was it? Have I seen? I'm going to compare this handwriting to the handwriting of Sam's note. Oh. Okay. It looks, let me check the T's. Handwriting analysis. It looks similar. Is that a good conclusion to draw, or is that...
What?
Do many people have this handwriting?
What specifically?
That Sam wrote the note to Claire.
What are you comparing this handwriting to?
I'm comparing this handwriting to evidence 3, the drunk's tattoo story about when you first met him. Oh, wait a second. Wait, no. Wow.
There's more than one handwriting.
Yes. Because there's introduce myself, which sounds like the first person, as opposed to story about when you first met him. So someone writing to Sam. But nope, it's not Sam's, because I'm looking at now the suit note, and the suit note is a different handwriting. Okay.
So go ahead and restate it. What does the handwriting match?
So the handwriting matches on the speech note, 3 lines. One that says drunk tattoo story, one that says story about when you first met him, and third, the quote, I've been walking up and down stairs all day and he knows why. Okay. So someone else knows all about this. Well, yeah, because I couldn't be, because they're both dead. Okay, yes.
They didn't just drop dead?
Sam's not actually dead. I should...
That'd be dope as heck, but...
Okay. Spooky. Who else knew all about this? That makes sense, though, why she flinched beforehand right before the interruption happened. So, the jadeite necklace. I need to find Nick. Here's a thought. What if Nick planned this whole thing all along? But, I don't know, that doesn't quite feel right. Because, again, about when you met him. Okay. Anything under her bed?
You know, I really considered there being something under her bed, because there's always something under the bed, but in this instance, there's nothing under the bed.
Okay. I cannot ask her any questions.
Why not? You're able to do that.
I put some candles around her and...
Nope, wrong case.
Dang it.
There is a small kitchenette if you want to look in her kitchen.
I will poke around the kitchen. I'll open the fridge, check the trash,
And, you know, those 2 things are the 2 things that have things to look at.
Yes.
On the fridge, it looks like there's a note pinned with a magnet.
Okay, it's another backwards. So, September 15th, the wedding. September 30th, Claire and, oh wow, heirlooms disappear. Okay, so they were going to be married for 15 days, 2 weeks, and then Claire was supposed to disappear with the heirlooms, blaming it on the Romanos because there's the note that said, oh, Claire and the heirlooms are ours, so someone's going to blame them. Claire and her partner get to run away with the jewels or the jadeite necklace, and no one's the wiser, and then a mob war starts out and they get out of Dodge. Okay.
Crumpled up in the trash can is yet another note.
Okay. Same handwriting as the dress note. No time for cold feet, even if they're onto us. The safest route is to play it all. Play it all set. Play it all set. Play it all set. Play it all set. Wow, I don't know why this one's no time.
Out.
Play it all out.
The O,
but of course,
the O does look like an S. This is pretty cryptic handwriting. The handwriting is harder than the backwards part.
Play it all out. Okay. And it's Ibis Club. So it's someone who's a regular at the Ibis Club. So it could be Nick, but it also could be Sam because he has the card. So I want to know how Nick met Claire. Who facilitated that? Who introduced them? What is going on? Okay. Wow. Is there anything in her fridge? I am peckish.
Do you even need to ask? She has a good 3 cartons of eggs.
Are they all from Benedict?
They're all from Benedict Farms. They have a firm stranglehold monopoly on this town of Detropolis. And no one forgets the eggs in Detropolis. No, I'll say there's also a couple carrots, maybe some lunch meat. I don't know. What you looking for, man?
I will grab a carrot for my rabbit.
Sounds excellent.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, I am going to take the handkerchief and wipe down all the things I touched. I don't know if they have fingerprinting stuff, but I should probably not leave traces of myself here.
What's interesting is as you're wiping stuff with your handkerchief, you noticed a light bit of kind of smudging already where it's like natural for you to wipe with it. And it looks like someone wiped something with this previous.
Oh my gosh, I'm not the only one who's been here doing this.
No, sorry. I mean like the handkerchief has been used in this way.
Oh, to wipe something. Oh, I see.
The handkerchief has been prior used. It has a little bit of blackish soot or maybe dirt on it.
Okay. As I'm wiping things down, is there any sign of a muffler?
Yeah, you flip around a pillow on the couch and you find just that, as if the pillow was shoved up against the back of Claire and shot through.
Dang. Door's unlocked. No sign of a break-in?
No sign of forced entry.
She let this person in. Oh, where is Miss Bunny? Okay. I'm going to head to the hotel, but I'm going to stop by my office first.
You go to your office. The lights are dim. There's a figure sitting at the desk. Not your desk, but outside the desk. And you hear a soft... It's Sweetie.
Hello? Okay.
She startles awake.
I had a heart attack for a second. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay.
She wipes bleary eyes and says, "Oh, Rick, why are you still here?"
Why are you still here, sweetie?
My neighbors are loud and this chair is soft. Sometimes it just happens.
That's fair. I had a quick question, and then I'm actually gonna make a quick phone call, but do you happen to know who this is, and I'm going to pull out the photo that's in my pocket of the woman that has been in there the whole time.
Her face darkens, but it's difficult to see her eyes because of the dimly lit room. And she says, "You moved on. I thought you said you moved on."
I thought I did too. Sweetie.
I don't know her name. I don't know what you want me to say. She was an old fling of yours. About a year back. Couple months.
Old fling. Okay, interesting. I have a theory, but I'm going to keep that to myself for the moment. Okay, I'm going to step into my office, and I am going to dial the phone number of Nick Romano.
You mean Nick Melanzano?
I mean Nick Melanzano.
I did this to you. Marlo, Melanzano, Romano. Ah!
Romano.
It just goes to messaging machine.
Ah, dang.
Actually, did they even have messaging machines? They might not have. I don't know. They being people in the 50s, that different world.
Yeah, just goes to his butler.
Yes.
Hello.
No luck.
Dang. Okay. I really want to ask Nick about where this special room is and where the jadeite necklace is. Okay. Well, what time is it?
It is almost 11 o'clock now.
Okay. I still have time to go to the hotel before the train station if there is a midnight rendezvous tonight. So I will head over to the hotel, and I want to go back up to room 213.
As you are about to go up the stairs, you see a crumple of a figure in front of the elevators, hitting the button and swearing under his breath.
Can I help you there, sir?
He turns around and you see bloodshot eyes, disheveled clothing, and Nick Melanzano vomits on the floor.
Here, let me take you up to my room and fix you something up real nice.
Just getting my stuff from the bridal suite.
Oh, the bridal suite aside. Oh yes, okay. I definitely want to poke around there. Let me help you with that. You're in no condition to handle all that yourself.
Don't touch me! He pushes you away. You can see there is a key in his hand, and he pounds on the elevator again and says, "They've been broken for weeks."
Let's try the stairs, buddy.
Carry me.
I always said private eye was no respectable business. I drag him as undignifiably as I can.
All the way up the first flight of stairs, he is moaning, just saying, "Asher was babbling about some Sam. It can't be. I don't. There's messed up. That's not true." Floor 1 completed. Second stairs. It turns out the bridal suite is the penthouse suite on the 15th floor.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. I lay him down and say, "Tell you what, why don't I go get your stuff?"
He's like, "No, I've got to make it up."
Here,
he kind of slaps himself and he's like, just help me up. And he kind of wraps his arm around you and he makes it a little bit easier, but not by much, to make it up to the room with you.
12 hours later.
It does take a bit longer than you would like.
Dang it.
As time passes, and you get up to the penthouse honeymoon suite.
Okay.
He goes up to the door, and he refuses to give you the key. He unlocks the door, and says, he seems to be maybe sobering up just a little bit. "I just didn't want to come back here. you know what? Claire can go to hell. I don't care. It's fine. And he
It is too late for that.
stumbles over to the bed and passes out.
Okay. Well, while he's passed out, I am going to thoroughly poke around the bridal suite. What do I see? What is there?
Large windows give a view of all of Detropolis. Too bad it's a pretty ugly city. A fancy card of sorts and another key are on a circular table at the center of the room, underneath a miniature chandelier and by a beautiful vase.
Ooh.
But yeah, the card has the same swooping iconography that you saw on the schedule in room 213. And
Okay.
inside is a short poem.
Oh. Okay. I married you, dear Claire. Now you're my wife and my family's heir. S. I have a gift for you, but not here, my darling. Just listen to our song, my darling. Oh, that is a lovely attempt at a poem. That is really sweet. Okay, just listen. Okay, I have a gift for you. So this is probably the secret room with the heirlooms, the jadeite necklace. Just listen to our song, "Egg on My Face."
There is a phonograph player in this room.
I would like to play it.
And wouldn't you
listen
know,
to
as you start to play it, it's a familiar song. You listen
oh
to
my gosh.
Egg on My Face featuring Miss Vole.
Here we go.
Every time I see you, I'm on cloud nine. Thought you were the one, but I'm left to pine. For wouldn't it be swell? Wouldn't it be swell if I could somehow break the spell? 'Cause every time you say you don't feel the same, every time you scramble to town to stay. Don't I know my place? Say you need your space. It's always egg on my face. What a grubby feeling, walking on eggshells. I need some healing. He moved on like a bat out of hell. Oh, to all the fellas who do me wrong, say I didn't warn you in this song. My life is a disgrace, but don't you love the chase? It's always egg on my face.
Okay. So, I'm tempted to write out all the lyrics and see if there's something that spells in line. But I noticed that there is a series of 3 numbers in the first verse. 9, 1, and 4. There doesn't happen to be a room 904. And is that what the key is, perhaps?
The key is unlabeled.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That's so cool that there's a puzzle in the song. Before I leave the bridal suite, there's a phonograph, a card, key. I'm going to check under the bed and in any drawers.
There's a couple of things that you might expect to find in a hotel room. You do see that the luggage, the bags of Nick are in the bedroom near where he's passed out.
Okay.
It doesn't look like this room has been used. That's all.
Class. I am going to open Nick's luggage and go through that.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Anything with his handwriting on it. If there's for some reason a matching pearl neck stud. I don't think he did the murder because he genuinely seemed surprised about the altar thing. and everything else, and I would not be getting drunk if I just murdered someone.
Or maybe
So,
you would.
But that's fair. If there is any weirdly incriminating evidence, blood, etc., in here, I would be on the lookout for that.
He has a pair of guns, actually, in his luggage.
Oh.
Besides that, though, there's not anything in here that's overtly incriminating. You do find a journal of sorts.
Ooh.
I don't know why I said of sorts. You find a journal that you are able to look at his handwriting. It does not look familiar to you.
Okay. Okay. So it was not Nick who wrote the notes. Does that journal happen to say how he met Claire? Or is it not that doesn't go that far back?
It does. In fact, it looks like this journal was started around that time. It looks like Nick is a bit of a romantic. And he writes down that Claire, he uses flowery language. Claire is of humble origins.
Nice.
When I first saw her bright red hair and freckled skin, I knew that there was something special about her. It looks like he was introduced to her at the Ibis Club.
Okay. Does he say by who?
No, it does not.
Okay. I have a suspicion.
You're looking at the journal is interrupted by the sound of a click.
Oh my goodness.
And you see Nick has sat up on his bed and is holding a gun kind of lazily between his legs. And he looks over at you with a little bit more coherence in his eyes. And he's like, so that's your play? You bring a drunk man to his room and you rifle through his stuff? Is that what's happening?
So that's your play? Getting drunk on the night of your supposed wedding after your best man and your ex-fiancé is shot to death?
He holds up the gun and points it directly at you. You're lying. You're playing mind games.
If he lets me, I'm going to pull out the photo of Sam's body and toss it to him.
He accepts it, and you watch his eyes travel through several emotions. First, disbelief, then disgust, then anger, then confusion, and finally, rage. He crumples the picture in his hand, and he says, "Did you kill him?"
Did I kill him? I didn't even know this man.
He points the gun at you again, and he kind of wobbles to his feet and says, "Did you kill Sam?"
I've never seen that man before in my life, and I certainly did not shoot him. The man was unstable, more unstable than a two-legged stool at a bar.
A two-legged stool anywhere, truly, would be unstable. You watch as tears are streaming down his face, but just as much anger and pain is in his eyes. And he says, "Get out. Leave."
Well, I'm going to take the key.
He says, "Wait. Do you have a picture of Claire?"
No, I do not. I don't think I took a picture of her dead body. Dang it.
He walks up aggressively to you and tries to grab at your shirt.
I'm going to sidestep out of the way if that's possible.
It is very possible.
Okay.
He's more wobbly than a branch in the wind, and easy to dodge as he stumbles past you and falls to his knees.
You've been through it all, Nick. It's not ending here. I would suggest you get some sleep. Before you start sleeping with the fishes.
He doesn't say anything to that.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to walk out of the bridal suite and contemplate my life choices as I walk down to room 914.
And indeed, there is a room 9-1 floor on the 9th floor. Quite a lot of stairs between here and the ground floor.
Oh, I've been going up and down those stairs all day, and he knows why. Okay.
You slip in the key, and it turns without issue. And the floral smell hits you like a sack of bricks. This room is covered in wilting roses, in vases, on the floor, on the bed. There are petals strewn about the ground.
Oh my goodness.
At the center of it all, there's a dummy. A headless, legless, armless mannequin.
Oh, what? No, what is this? What is this? What? That's not romantic. What? That's so creepy. I don't like that.
And one more note to add to the pile. A note is pinned to this dummy.
Oh, wait, that was probably... Okay, there's the necklace is probably on there. Okay. It just felt very ritualistic with all the roses around and surrounding this creepy dummy. Okay, one more note.
Who's to say that it can't both be romantic and cultish? Like, why not
yeah.
both?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Nick, I hear your wedding fell apart. That bites, but I figured that the heirloom necklace wouldn't be missed. Sorry, pal. Sam. Sam was always conniving and backstabbing, and if he had a mile, if you have an inch, he'll take a mile. Okay. But this handwriting is the same one of the note in the under the dress and the part of the speech that says walking up and downstairs and he knows why. So this was Sam's handwriting. So Sam planned this whole thing with Claire, all to get the necklace. But there's a third party involved, obviously, because they're all dead.
Pocket Watson vibrates in your pants pocket.
Yes, hello?
Yes, he looks excited. I think I might be of use to you.
Oh. I don't know why I'm British now, but do tell.
It rubs off on people, yes, I know. I do believe you need to check one of your assumptions.
Check one of my assumptions.
I have felt that you have come to a confident conclusion that might not be just that.
Okay. So it's signed Sam, but I suppose I don't know that it was actually Oh, well, yeah, it couldn't be Sam. Oh my gosh. Wait, well, maybe. Okay. So I don't...
Yeah, what's the timeline here?
Sam was shot before the luncheon. We know that. Which the luncheon was at noon. So either walking up and downstairs all morning and he knows why, so they're assembling it this morning.
Now the question is, what happened when he was shot?
What happened when he was shot? So there's
yes,
a confrontation.
why did it happen when it happened?
My guess is that this third party did not want to split the money from the heirloom necklace, wanted the necklace for themselves.
But what did also, I'm taking a Pocket Watson role here. Do you want to just go it alone, or do you want me to help you with this?
Give me one more nudge.
One more nudge. Actually, I'll just remind you, you read some notes in Claire's apartment. Feel free to visit any of those. There's something that changed midway through the wedding day. Some information that was gained that perhaps changed a plan.
Okay. So new plan. I know where it is now. The marriage is an unnecessary risk. Be prepared to leave him at the altar. So the information that changed was that they figured out where the jadeite necklace was going to be. Because before that, they didn't know. So you'd have to go ahead with the wedding, and then they disappear after 2 weeks.
Now, it looks like Sam was privy to this secret room plan for much longer.
Yes.
He already knew where the necklace was.
There's so many scapegoats being used here. Introduce myself. Okay, I'm looking at what I assume is the best man speech. Drunk tattoo story about when you first met him. I've been walking.
As you are looking at this note, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. If you have something, I just had a quick thought, but if you have something, go ahead.
As you are inspecting this note more closely than you ever have before, trying to put together all the pieces, one of the things you do notice is that the later lines on this are written bumpy, as if they were written while someone was driving.
Yes! While someone was what?
Driving. As if, bumpy, as if they were writing it in a car.
I was just thinking, it looks like he started it and then he passed someone who he's narrating to, because it says, quote, I've been walking up and downstairs all day and he knows why, and then it ends. So, Sam, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. So, Sam had a woman in his room. A woman who has curls, who has a scarf, and is now missing a pearl necklace. This woman came with him from his room, who presumably stayed the night, and then went with him towards the luncheon. On the way to the luncheon, he starts narrating his best man speech to her. And then she gets to the line, I've been walking up and downstairs all day and he knows why. That snags something for her. Something that sparks her interest. And so she digs a little closer, tries to get him to talk, and discovers that is where the jadeite necklace is. So she's thinking, don't need to go through the marriage, don't need to go through the whole charade of disappearing spouses and thievery. I can just stop the wedding before it even started, and I can snag the necklace all on my own. But Sam is either suspicious or she needs to get him out of the picture, period. So she tells him or encourages him to pull off into the parking garage and disposes of him, dropping my handkerchief off at the scene of the crime. Then, during the wedding ceremony, she already having prepped Claire for a disturbance of sorts. She shouts, disrupting the ceremony. Chaos ensues. It's pandemonium. And then at some point, she grabs the necklace because she knows where it is now, and confronts Claire, either because Claire got cold feet and decided it wasn't worth it after she found out that perhaps Sam was dead, and Claire decided that she didn't want to be involved in murder, but this other woman was like, nope, it's too late. I'm sorry. You've signed up for this, and if you're not going to sign up for this, then you're toast. And so Claire was shot dead in her apartment.
There's one other thing that happened this evening.
Another thing that happened this evening.
You spoke with Claire.
I did. And oh my gosh, that's how she found out about, I think I told her about Sam. I'm pretty sure the only person I didn't tell about Sam was Nick. Yes, no, I totally did. So I talked with her. She freaks out, figures out about Sam. She has to be silenced.
She knew that someone was on to them.
Me? Someone meaning me. Oh no. Is it my fault?
A pivot, a plan, a backstab. You look at the clock. It's 11:50.
I gotta get to this train station. ASAP.
You hop in your car and you screech away. You have no time to check, but it feels like you're being followed. You can't really explain why. It just feels like the entire night is circling around you as you head to the train station. The night has grown foggy. Each street lamp is like an island of light in a sea of mist and darkness. The train station is nearly empty except for a few stragglers hastening to the outbound train. The station is oddly quiet, almost oppressively so.
Okay.
And then you see her. You see a woman walking with purpose to board the train. She's wearing a long beige coat, a feathery scarf, and a white suitcase. Curly blonde hair pokes out from beneath a large brimmed hat. Pearl earring studs sparkle to either side of her heart-shaped face.
Oh my gosh.
She eyes you and breaks out into a sprint.
I run after her and I shout her name, which I assume I know.
You shout the name, it just comes out of your lips. Bianca.
Bianca.
As that name comes to you, so does her stage name.
Miss.
The bunny is escaping.
Miss Bunny. Oh my goodness. She is the reason.
Now, Nathan, I told you at the beginning of all of this that your monologues mattered. That there might be some reason that you'd want to monologue.
Yes.
And I've been tracking your monologues, how many there were, whether they were suave, investigative, or brutal. the three points of any good hard-boiled detective.
Oh no.
You have a good score in both suave and investigative.
Okay.
So if you can tell me how you would use either of those traits to catch this woman, I will let you.
Okay.
If you had not monologued enough, then I would have you roll a die to see if you can catch her.
Oh, wow.
But if you can explain to me how your suaveness or your investigative ability can catch this woman, I will let you.
Okay. I'd like to use my layout of my knowledge of the layout of the train station. I assume I've looked this up before. I've traced perps here or whatnot. So I'd like to use my layout knowledge of that. I'd like to skirt around a corner, kind of anticipate where she's going to go, and pop out, hopefully in front of her or close thereof. And then I'd like to toss the carrot that I took from Miss Claire's or Claudia's fridge and try to trip her with it while saying, and that's how you catch a bunny, with a carrot on a stick.
Yo. All right, slightly modified. So for a mind like yours, it is not very difficult at all to cut a corner. You know exactly where she's going for, the train. You know your way around, and you find yourself standing between her and the train. The carrot, she stops in front of it. She's not going to trip on a carrot.
Dang it.
But you see the panic in her eyes, and it kind of relaxes and subsides. Darling, do you not recognize me?
I pull out my Colt Python. You haven't called me darling in years. Don't start using it now.
Ricky, don't tell me you finally moved on. I kept your handkerchief and everything.
Yes, right until it was convenient for you to drop it outside the scene of a murder.
Now that's unfair. That I dropped. Trying to pin the murder on you, that was intentional, but I promise, it was just to give me enough time to get out tonight. I knew that you would wiggle your way out of it, Ricky.
Well, I'm sick of being your scapegoat. I've got this about all figured out, Bianca. Where's the jadeite necklace?
She sighs and reaches into her white bag. She pulls out a string of large green beads. Each one seems to glint in the street lamps that illuminate the train station. At the bottom of them is a massive cabochon jadeite, the size and shape of a chicken's egg.
Oh my gosh.
She fingers it tenderly with her hands. She says, Sam had a big mouth. He would have gotten himself shot eventually. He's lucky I shot him when he still had a smile on his face. He died in bliss.
Died in bliss. You always have a good reason for everything.
I would never do that to you, Ricky. I only tried to pin the murder on you to get out of town, honest.
It was you that introduced Claire to Nick at the Ibis Club.
Yes.
It was you that planned with Claire all along to steal the necklace, to spirit it away. It was you who phone at the newspaper and the police station and the Melanzanos about the potential theft. You got this thing all worked out, but you went and changed the game.
Guilty as charged.
That was your downfall.
You were special, Rick. You were the only con I didn't follow through with. Just let me go. She yanks the egg-shaped gem off of the necklace and says, "Look, I'll give the biggest one to you. Your mother taught you how to share, didn't she?" She gestures with it as if she's going to toss it your way, just as the curator did with the egg when this all began.
Oh, Aurelius Whitlock was right. The eggs are the most important part about this exhibit. I stared at her, looking at her across that dimly lit train station. What did I really know about this woman? She broke my heart once. After I trusted her, she'd do it again in a heartbeat. I'm sorry, Bianca. I fell for your lines once. I certainly am not going to fall for them again. It's over. It's time to stop running.
You process what happens next in reverse. The gemstone falls to the ground, cracking as it hits the cement. A red bead of blood trickles down Bunny's face.
What?
A booming sound that envelops you suddenly, and a pair of bloodshot eyes. You turn to see Nick Melanzano, a gun in his trembling hands. He whispers under his breath, "She turned Claire against me. It was her, wasn't it?"
Oh my gosh. I nod in shock still.
The station seems to get foggier, or maybe your vision is just swirling. It's growing brighter and wider, and you hear a voice. "Show's over, Nathan. Time to wake up." You're back at the museum, standing in front of a gloriously ornate pedestal. On top, a single egg, slightly cracked.
So that was it then. The whole case cracked open like an egg during a Sunday brunch. Messy, confusing, nearly impossible to put back together. A sordid tale of greed, lost love. Now at the end of the day, what had changed? Had I learned anything about Aurelius Whitlock? About my whole role? I thought back to the photo in my pocket. Photograph of a woman I hadn't seen in years. I thought of Nick, his bloodshot eyes, and Claire. Maybe I didn't know the whole picture. Maybe I was only a cog in the machine. But maybe that would be okay. That's all I got.
A message from the curator. And now you know, I was like you, curious and determined too. More of a reporter than gumshoe, since murder was not yet my thing. But Grassman's come back to play his games. Look what the mountain man became. He acts aloof, but we're the same. Cogs in an immense machine.